Here is where life ends. The words were carved into a crooked wooden sign standing alone in the middle of the woods, half swallowed by ivy and moss. Jason found it just after midnight, flashlight trembling in his hand, the beam flickering in the cold fog that had crept in around him like breath from the ground. He wasn't lost. He had come here on purpose, chasing an urban legend, the lost village of Black Hollow. No one had seen it in over 100 years. Locals said it appeared only at night, and only to those willing to trade their sanity for answers. Jason, a known skeptic and thrill-seeker, couldn't resist. He followed the narrow trail behind the sign. The trees closed in on him. Branches hung low, clawing at his jacket like skeletal fingers. With every step, the silence grew louder, until even his breath sounded like a scream. Then the path ended, and the fog parted, revealing the village. Black Hollow stood still, like it had been waiting. Rotting cottages leaned into each other. A small chapel towered above them, its bell long broken. Jason stepped into the village square. There were no sounds, no wind, no animals, just a pressure in the air, like he was standing underwater. Heard a whisper. Not clear words, just a murmur that slithered into his ear. He turned. Nothing. The flashlight flickered again, batteries fully charged. He kept walking. Every window he passed revealed the same thing: movement. Shadows inside the houses, flickering past the shattered glass, shapes that didn't match any human gait. In the church doorway, something stood, tall, thin, its skin pale and stretched like wax. No face, just smooth skin, where eyes and mouth should be. It watched him more. Maybe it listened. It raised one long arm and pointed toward the chapel's door. Jason moved forward, unable to stop himself. His limbs felt distant, like they no longer belonged to him. Inside the church, the pews were overturned. Candles flickered with no flame. On the altar lay a book, pages torn and scattered like feathers. And behind it, a spiral staircase descending into the ground. Jason heard a noise like crying, but reversed. The faceless figure stepped inside and opened its mouth. But it wasn't a mouth, it was a gaping wound, tearing vertically down its head. From it came sounds, personal sounds, his mother's voice. A breakup he never recovered from. His own scream, one he hadn't made yet. Jason stumbled back. He turned to run, but the villagers had come. Dozens of them, skin like leather, mouth stitched shut, eyes blank. They emerged from the fog, the soil, the church walls. He ran down the spiral stairs. They twisted endlessly, deeper and deeper, past logic and space. The walls pulsed. His flashlight died. Only darkness now, and whispers. At the bottom was a wooden door, etched into it. Here is where life ends. He opened it. Inside was a mirror, but his reflection wasn't his. The figure in the mirror was pale, drained, lifeless but smiling. Jason blinked. The mirror didn't. He reached out. The reflection didn't move. Then it stepped forward, passed through the glass, touched his chest. Everything went cold. Upstairs, the bell tolled once. And in the village above, in one of the houses where light never shined, a new shadow moved behind the window, waiting for the next traveler. But the story didn't end. Jason's body walked again, empty, borrowed. He saw, but couldn't scream, heard, but couldn't move. A passenger in his own skin. The villagers whispered to him now, voices like knives in his brain telling him the truth. You never found the village found you. Black Hollow had fed, and deep underground behind the mirror, Jason's real body still stood unmoving, staring into the void. His eyes were open, but life had left. And somewhere far away, another curious soul read about the legend, packed a bag and followed the map into the trees, where the fog waits, where the whispers begin, where life ends.